Mike Wang, the gameplay director for NBA 2K17, dropped a 5,000-word blog discussing everything from offense to defense to the controls. If you want to read everything for yourself, you don't want to miss anything, there's a link in the description. First, I want to talk about the dribbling. We all know that all of the signature size ups, you have to manually do them, but Mike Wang is saying that for our My players, we can mix and match a wide variety of signature size ups. So for example, he says that we could use Steph Curry's dribble between the legs behind the back. We could equip that to our My player. We could also have the double behind the back from Jamal Crawford and the double cross from Kyrie. Imagine that, starting out in the Steph Curry move, ending in the Jamal Crawford, or going from Kyrie to Steph Curry's move. Then he talks about the stealing. Now you can use the pro stick to go for steals. If you press left or right on the pro stick, you'll simply use your right or left hand to try to tap the ball loose. If you point in the direction of the offensive player, you'll try to pop the ball out. Think triple threat, where a guy has both hands on the ball in front of you and you try to like pop it up. And then if you push the right stick away from the defender, you'll go for a strip steal. And then if you knock the ball loose, you have to actually go and get it. You have to point and go get it yourself. It's not just going to automatically get the ball for you. Then he talks about the blocking system and he says they have similar controls as well. So now they have this new animation where it's like a half-hearted contest or block attempt, where a guy is really out of position, but he pretends like he's closing out just so that the coach doesn't think he's lazy out there on the court. So they have that now. They also have a difference between good defensive players and bad defensive players. So the good defensive players are going to have much better block attempts and animations than the guys that aren't as athletic or good defensively. They have low vertical blocks now. So hopefully that means you won't see somebody that can't block a shot jumping up there looking like DeAndre Jordan trying to contest and send something back. Then he says that they brought back the defensive matchups on the fly menu. You no longer have to pause the game to change a matchup. You don't have to call a timeout to change a matchup. And it's actually really weird that they took this away because it used to be there. We used to have all that stuff on the quick menu. Then he talks about the new stamina system in the game. There's long-term fatigue and short-term fatigue. Moves that affect your stamina include blocks, taking heavy contact, sprinting, dunking, dribbling. So when your energy bottoms out, your long-term fatigue starts to drain at a higher rate, and you take significant hits to several attributes, and you lose the ability to sprint at full speed. Long-term fatigue also works as a ceiling for short-term fatigue. So the lower your long-term fatigue level is, the less short-term fatigue you have to work with. And this also increases your ability to get injured if you consistently wear your player down. So it's important to pace yourself, not overwork your guys. The injury system now includes 23 body parts and 115 different injury types. Body parts accumulate wear based on actual events taking place on the court, hard fouls, contact layups, out of control landings, etc. The transition game has been rebuilt, so players are going to properly run their lanes and defenders are going to stop the ball first instead of all going to the same spot, going to the paint, leaving the corners open. One guy's going to try to stop the ball so that the other teammates can go defend the paint, and then one can close out to the perimeter. It's a much smarter system. Here's some more interesting features. There's new fumbled catches that account for passing in traffic, so that it's going to be tougher to pass it into the paint. When there's defense around during give and goes, you can call for alley-oops now by pressing the shot button. There's also an improved catch on point logic that ensures that receivers catch passes on their desired spots rather than veering off in a bad direction. Now, this is a really good one. Pump fake auto fouls in the paint are gone. If you do nothing on the sticks as a defender, you won't incur a shooting foul. This was the most annoying thing in 2K16. You'd be standing in the paint, not pressing anything, and it's an automatic foul. It was a canned animation. Mike Wang is saying this is no more. Then he talks about the My Career player creation. and how there's 7 specific playing styles now. And the reason they did this is because they don't want people to be able to do everything. They want you to decide what is your role, what type of player are you gonna be. So here are the different types. You have slasher, shot creator, sharpshooter, playmaker, lockdown defender, glass cleaner, and post scorer. So each archetype has its own unique badges, including an exclusive Hall of Fame badge. The good thing about the Hall of Fame badge is that when you unlock it, it gives your player even more abilities in his desired areas. When you perform well within your specialty with the Hall of Fame badge, then you're gonna unlock stronger special abilities within your own specialty. There's gonna be a red icon that appears in the player indicator. And as his example, he's saying that he likes to play as a sharpshooter, and there's no better feeling than draining a few open threes, getting hot, and then being able to rattle off several more just like the Splash Brothers. Now there's a new user-controlled emote system that allows you to customize your on-court celebrations and trigger them after big plays. So let me know what you think of all of this. And once again, if you want to read the full blog, because I didn't go over everything, there's 5,000 words. The link is in the description. Shoves them to the side. Touchdown. Get down to the ground, noobs. AP didn't even stumble. It was like he didn't even get touched. Every game he does something like this.